Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying close attention to the NFL landscape lately, you've probably caught wind of some serious rumors circulating around the Green Bay Packers. And I have to tell you, this could be a game changer. We're talking about a potential blockbuster move that might reshape the entire NFC North division and set the Packers on a new trajectory, especially defensively. The buzz is all about the possibility of acquiring Alontae Taylor from the New Orleans Saints. And let me tell you, this isn't just some rumor. It's a serious negotiation that could redefine the Packers' secondary for years to come. So let's break this down. The Saints, currently sitting at a 1-7 record, are in full rebuild mode after a disappointing season that saw their defense leak points like a sieve, allowing around 30 points per game, which is simply unacceptable at this level. The team's current quarterback, Derek Carr, has shown flashes of competence with a QBR of 75.4, but the Saints are clearly focusing on the future. They're also dealing with the aftermath of Kamara's ongoing situation, which has complicated their roster planning. Now the rumors suggest that New Orleans is open to parting ways with their rising star cornerback, Alontae Taylor, in exchange for first and second round picks in the upcoming draft, specifically a first-round pick in 2026 and a second-round pick in 2025 from the Packers. This move, if it happens, would be nothing short of a blockbuster. The Packers, with a cap hit of around $26 million, would be absorbing Taylor into a team that desperately needs to bolster its secondary. Remember, the Packers are coming off a season where their pass defense struggled, allowing a significant number of completions and touchdowns. Adding Taylor would provide an instant upgrade, giving them a dynamic, young, and versatile cornerback who has already shown he can excel at this level. His 2025 season was outstanding. He recorded 5 interceptions, 18 pass defenses, and allowed just 48% completion rate in 8 games, despite missing some time with a knee injury in Week 3. His PFF grade of 91. 5 speaks volumes about his impact on the field and his blitz pressure rate of 15. 2% shows he's not just a coverage guy, he's a threat to get after the quarterback. Now, if you look at his career, Taylor has accumulated 10 interceptions, 55 pass defenses, and 240 tackles. His EPA per target is 33, which is elite, and his overall PFF grade of 90. 2 reflects his consistency and high-level play. What's particularly impressive is his success rate in man coverage, around 79%, surpassing even some of the top corners like Lattimore in tackles, with an 82% success rate. He's a player who can lock down receivers, force turnovers, and make life difficult for quarterbacks. The Saints, with about $12 million in cap space, are prioritizing youth and rebuilding, especially after a disappointing season where their aging roster failed to meet expectations, much like what we saw with the Falcons in 2024. They're skeptical about sticking with Dennis Allen's scheme, which hasn't yielded the results they hoped for, and now they're looking to cut ties with some of their veteran players to make room for the future. For the Packers, this is a golden opportunity. They would be taking on a player in Taylor who fits perfectly with their defensive philosophy. With Nixon already limited due to an ankle injury and listed as questionable, adding Taylor would provide much-needed depth and versatility in the secondary. His addition could elevate the Packers' defense from a middle-of-the-road unit to a true fortress, especially in passing situations. The impact could be immediate. We're talking about a potential reduction in pass touchdowns allowed, maybe as much as 20%, and a projection of around 10 more turnovers created this season. That's significant in terms of field position, momentum swings, and ultimately wins. Think about the ripple effect. With Taylor in the fold, the Packers could see a boost in third down stops, an increase of around 14%. His yards allowed per target, just 20 yards, is far better than current corners who are giving up about 28 yards on average. This forces quarterbacks like Jared Goff to be more cautious, leading to an 8% decrease in completion percentage against man coverage. Defensively, the Packers could see their points allowed per game drop from around 19 to closer to 14, a huge improvement that brings them back to a top-tier level. Historically, the Packers' secondary has been a key factor in their success, and with a player like Taylor who has shown the ability to excel in a high-pressure environment, they could recreate that formidable defensive aura reminiscent of some of their best seasons. Think back to the days of the Legion of Boom, but with a Green Bay twist. The numbers speak for themselves. The odds of a Super Bowl appearance for the Packers could jump from plus 1,400 to around plus 600 if this move materializes. Taylor could be the X factor in the playoffs, especially with his ability to disrupt slot routes and force errors. His presence in the secondary would be like adding a piece of a puzzle that had been missing, an elite game-changing talent that can turn the tide in close games. And with the NFC North as competitive as ever, especially with teams like the Lions rising and the Vikings always lurking, the Packers need to be proactive. This move could be the catalyst that pushes them over the edge, making them not just contenders but serious Super Bowl favorites once again. Now, let's talk a little about the bigger picture. Green Bay's defense has been trending upward, echoing some of the strengths from their historic years, especially the synergy seen in their secondary. We saw this last season when they faced tough divisional opponents. The addition of a player like Taylor, with his high PFF grade and proven ability to make plays, could elevate their entire unit. It's reminiscent of the days when the Packers were known for their aggressive, opportunistic defense, something they've been striving to re-establish this season. Taylor's skills could be the missing piece, especially in critical moments, whether it's third down or late in the game when turnovers are paramount. And let's not forget the cultural aspect. Green Bay has always been a team that values smart, tough, and versatile defenders. Taylor fits that mold perfectly. His ability to win 79% of his man coverage battles and his knack for creating turnovers align perfectly with what the Packers have been building towards. This isn't just about one player. It's about shifting the entire defensive mindset, creating a wall that opponents find nearly impossible to breach. It's about making Lambeau Field a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks, a fortress that's not just about offense but also about suffocating defense. So what's the bottom line? If this trade goes through, it could be one of the most impactful moves in recent Packers history. It's a gamble, sure, but one that makes sense given their current roster needs and the potential upside. Taylor's youth, proven production, and ability to impact the game in multiple ways make him an ideal fit. For the Saints, it's about capitalizing on a rebuild, getting draft capital in return for a young, talented corner who is entering his prime. For the Packers, it's a chance to reassert their defensive dominance and set themselves up for a deep playoff run and who knows, maybe another shot at the Super Bowl. In conclusion, this is a story that's still unfolding, but the signs are pointing to something big. The NFL landscape is always changing, and the NFC North could see a seismic shift if this trade happens. The Packers are clearly looking to bolster their secondary, and Alontae Taylor might just be the piece they need to take that leap. As fans, we should stay tuned because this could be the start of a new chapter, one where Green Bay's defense becomes the envy of the league once again, and they march towards another title with a squad that's stronger, faster, and more formidable than ever before. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Green Bay Packers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news. Thanks for being here, and let's keep supporting our team through thick and thin. Go Pack, go!